So, there's this 73-year-old man named Bryan. Now, Bryan's not just old. He's retired and unfiltered. The kind of man who wears socks with sandals and hits on waitresses half his age with confidence fueled by arthritis meds and zero shame. One day, Bryan's riding a city bus. He's headed to his doctor's appointment for his annual Just Tell Me I'm Still Alive checkup. He gets on the bus, sits down, and right across from him is a nun. Full habit, rosary beads, the whole outfit. She's beautiful, like surprisingly so. Big blue eyes, glowing skin, the kind of face that makes you say, "Wow, God does great work." Bryan stares for a while, then leans over and says, "Sister, I hope this isn't offensive, but would you consider sleeping with me?" The nun looks horrified. She clutches her rosary and says, "Absolutely not. I'm married to Jesus." Bryan says, "Tell him I'll be gentle." She gets off at the next stop, furious, of course, and Bryan just chuckles. The bus driver, who's been listening to this whole thing, turns around and says, "Man, that was bold. But hey, if you're serious, I know that nun. She goes to the cemetery every night around 8 p.m. to pray. If you show up dressed like Jesus, you might have a chance." Bryan raises an eyebrow. "Seriously?" Driver says, "I'm just saying, it's Vegas. Stranger things happen." So Bryan thinks, what the hell? I've got a white robe, some sandals, and a beard that's 20 years ahead of fashion. That night, he walks into the cemetery in full Jesus mode. White robe, sandals, fake crown of thorns from last Halloween, arms outstretched like he's walking on clouds. He spots the nun kneeling by a headstone. He walks up slowly and says, "Sister, it is I, your Lord. I have returned." The nun looks up, gasps, and says, "Oh my, Lord? Is it really you?" Bryan nods. "It is, and I have come to you for one sacred act." The nun hesitates, crosses herself, and whispers, "Well, if it is truly you, I would do anything you ask." And so, right there in the cemetery, they do the deed. Quick, quiet, holy-ish. Afterward, Bryan stands up, adjusts his robe, and goes, "Ha! Gotcha! I'm not Jesus. I'm just Bryan." The nun stands up, fixes her habit, and says, "Ha! Gotcha! I'm not a nun. I'm the bus driver." Moral of the story? Never underestimate a woman with a costume or a man with a dream.